When I was 5 years old, my grandfather introduced me to coins. I'd go over and visit my grandparents, and he'd go upstairs to his room, and he'd come down with like some Benjamin Franklin $50, some Lincoln pennies, just various things. And he gave me a Whitman pop-out book to store the coins in, and a handful of wheat pennies to get me started. That's where I started with my coin collecting. From there, I worked different jobs, such as like delivering newspapers. And I would get sometimes a couple silver quarters, and they would go right into my collection. So there it spiraled from being a little kid, but every time I made money, I was running right out to Lansdowne to Al Pagini's coin store and buying coins. Kids can get involved with collecting coins in a few different manners. The Mint came up with a state quarter program back in 1999, which ran through 2009. After that, they came out with the National Parks program. So each year, the Mint put out 5 different quarters with different designs on them. The objective is to collect one of each design of the quarters. That's one way, as a relatively cheap way to start coin collecting, to see if you're really interested in it. And you don't have to go to a coin store and spend $1 million or go online and shop. You can literally just go through your own pocket change. Or dad or grandpa or mom has a jar of coins at home. You can go through the jar of coins, pull out the ones that are unique, and start your own collection. So they actually have different categories of books where they have one of each year, which would be a year set. You could also get a book that has one of each mint mark, which would be Philadelphia and Denver, and try to collect 2 coins from each state. The later date Lincoln pennies are easy to do from the year 2000 and up. And Jefferson nickels has always been a very easy set to acquire, and it's a great activity. Basically, when you collect coins, you learn all 50 states. And then the second program the Mint put out were all the national parks. The main national parks in all the 50 states, you'll learn about those. They also came out with presidential dollars, where you'll learn about every president, and on the dollar coin itself, it actually has the years that they served as president. There's a lot of history there, a lot of geography there. Go buy the book and give them some guidance to actually use the book as a guide to fill in and complete the book. And say, hey, you know what? I used to do this as a kid. And, start filling out some of the coins and say, can you go through the jar and see if you can find the rest? Especially little kids, they love to hunt and look for different things and try to fill in those holes. Usually when a child starts collecting coins or shows some kind of interest, and then he starts to ask the parents, and then the parents say, well, I used to collect, silver quarters when I was a kid. And my father collected silver dollars. Almost every family does have some coins somewhere along the line. Somebody was a coin collector. Next time you're over your grandparents' house, ask, Grandpa, Grandma, did you ever collect old coins? And I'm quite sure somebody has something, and they'll pull it out and they'll show you, and maybe that'll actually, spur an interest in the children collecting. They add up quickly over time. Simple coin collection, if you just add a little bit to it every year, can increase to a couple $100,000 by the time you're of retirement age.
Hi, I'm Shirley.
And I'm Regina Mitchell. For more videos like this, subscribe to WHYY.